Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode, another stream. Today, let me check to see if there's anything I need to take care of before I even get started, so that way I don't end up being like, oh yeah, there's a long list of stuff that I need to do, but haven't done anything with. Oh. Oh, wow. Wow. Okay. That's that's awesome. That's what was going on. That's what happened earlier. Oh, okay. Yeah, I love it. Oh my gosh. Well, at least I know now what happened earlier. That sounds stupid, and I mean, all I know is that I was like, oh wow, my phone vibrated, and I was like, oh, recall, cool. I will be back in 30 seconds. And then I was there, and then I was like, oh, my name's not even on this list. But the thing is I read it so late. I was like, oh crap, and just started freaking out. I was like, oh my god, I'm late. I'm late to something. Not gonna be there. But that's the thing, is I didn't have to be there at all. So I just showed up to something I didn't even need to be there for. But at least I was able to help the one guy who didn't know where he was going. He had no idea where he was going. So I was able to help him. I was like, oh, well, you go here. I mean, I'm sure he would have figured it out on his own. It's not very complex. It's like 1 + 2 = fish. So easy peasy math. Oh, you know what I was learning about? Oil math. You know how stupid it is? It's stupid as fuck. It's the stupidest thing you'll ever realize is oil math. You ever want to calculate things in blue barrels, which is equivalent to 42 gallons? US gallons? 42 US gallons, I should specify. Congratulations. Just go become an oil refinery worker, and then you'll be using blue barrels. That sounds a lot like blue balls, so it's pretty funny. Personally, I wouldn't want to do math in something that sounds like blue balls. That sounds pretty stupid, and we're checking some boxes today. The goal is to create the most derogatory video on YouTube that will get deleted. No, I'm joking. Say all of the swear words, 100%, and then some. I don't know where I'm going. I'm lost. Help me, I'm lost. Help me, I'm lost. Holy crap. You don't get a sense of humor like this from anywhere else, okay? You just have to make the right decisions, and you can have the same exact sense of humor as me. You can have the same exact sense of humor as me. You just gotta make the right life choices, and you will become the most humorous comedian of all time. Oh, nice. I found my way back. I'm not lost. I just had to walk around a little bit longer. Walk in circles until you find the answer. That sounds like a great idea for a future punishment to add to my list of punishments. Alright, how about you walk in circles until you can find the answer? Oh, that's evil. This is literally like where I go to make my plans for the future. My evil plans. They're evil plans. They're not good plans. I'd say they're evil plans because they go beyond, like, I feel like it would go far beyond, like, just what it should probably reasonably be. 100. It will go all the way, 100% and then some. It will end up being lunges to infinity. Lunge to infinity. Boom. Victory. That's a good one though. Lunges. You got squats. Those are good. But they're even better at parade rest. Squats at parade rest. There you go. It's cooking with gasoline. Future plans. Jesus! Holy crap. What in the tarnations was this? It's almost as if he threw a rock at the sky. Wait, that's backwards. The sky threw a rock at my oil. Because Jesus hates my oil because I won't give him any. My company is Big Oil. Okay, it's like Big Pharma, except I don't actually know what that means because I don't care about money. Money's just made up, really. The only thing I care about is that I generate money, and then I put the money in my pocket. Like some kind of evil little goblin. Oh my gosh. All that matters is that I'm not getting paid. Jesus Christ. This is a financial crisis. Economic disaster. No money. It's fine. It's okay. I'll just rob a bank. I'm joking. There's no banks to be robbed at this time. It's a little bit too far-fetched. We should not be making jokes like that. We need to be careful with what we say. But that's fine. I'm just gonna keep saying the most stupidest things ever. We're not getting paid. This is getting me paid. Making YouTube for views? No. I get $20 every month, maybe. Let me check, actually. How much money does TH3Fish make on YouTube? Huh? You know, you'd think it'd be more than... I don't even know, dude. I don't even know. Oh, apparently about $11 each month. But as long as you watch the videos, it makes me happy. It's okay, because someday it'll become the airsoft channel of all time. Airsoft, 6-man team tactic. How does I come up with 6-man team tactic? This question not to be asked. But just steal from every single tactics you can learn, and then combine it into some weird hodgepodge mixture of tactics. Then say, oh, well, I like this. This seems good. Like, well, actually, no. So here's what you do. You look at every single tactical model available. You can go, oh, wow, I really like this tactic. Or, well, I like this. I like this. Oh, but I like how they do this. Oh, well, if I put how they do this with how we do this together, boom. And then you hybridize. And then you have something that might be even better. Because then it's more to like how you want it to be. Because you're like, oh, well, I see how they do this. I like how they do this. Put it together and then make this. Thing is that will not happen for at least 6 years. If not, maybe I could do it. Maybe I could have the airsoft team of all time sooner. But it's gonna be a while. Super tactical airsoft team of all time. Highly trained killers. It's the plan. When I retire, gonna have the airsoft team of all time. World class. Actually, not even. Just regular people who were like, oh wow, I like airsoft. Just gonna recruit them into the greatest airsoft tactical force. And then I'm gonna teach them the tactical model I've developed. Boom. It will be stupid. But if it's stupid and it works, then that's all that matters. It will work. It's just it's just a 6-man squad. That's all it is. It's like, I mean, I really would like to get it to where it's a 6-man platoon. You can just squeeze all of the... Hey, that might be possible, honestly. Like, that's the whole idea of, like, guerrilla warfare, is just to be, like, super small unit tactics, like a whole platoon, but in a squad size. That would be amazing. If I could do that with just 6 guys. Which is, like, really ridiculous, because then you're trying to squeeze all of the pressure of all of the jobs. But what if you just remove all of the pressure of all the jobs and just say, here's the mission, figure it out, and just hand that to somebody. And then you're like, oh, well, we have 6 guys. I mean, there's a limitation that we have a lot less guys. Okay, that is interesting. I mean, actually, there's a book that I've been reading that really goes over, like, some great information about, like, how to decide stuff. And one of the things it talks about is understand, like, your limitations, basically. If you don't know your limitations, then how are you going to be able to effectively, like, knowing your limitations knows what you can and can't do. So that's, like, really the most basic thing. So if you know that you have 6 guys, then obviously you're going to be like, well, I want more guys when I'm attacking this larger element. Or, I don't know what we're up against, but we have 6 guys and we'll figure it out. I mean, that's not a great answer to that question. But if you only have 6 guys, I mean, you could figure it out. I mean, it's not hard. 6 guys with a little bit of brain power. I mean, like, if you cloned me 6 times, you'd probably have too much brain power, and things would probably get very confusing because everybody would be irritated. But the advantage, like, of 6 guys is a decreased presence. Like, you don't have as much noise. You don't have, like, it's not as difficult to coordinate things. Like, you can keep your signature down. Obviously, like, all those things are super useful to have, because the less noticed you are, the more dangerous you can be. Because if you're not noticed, you can just sneak somewhere and do some stupid stuff and then be like, bye. And then next thing you know, the enemy has no tanks because somebody just decided to go destroy some infrastructure. Boom. Or, and like, the enemy no longer has access to a supply route because 6 guys have managed to conduct a very good ambush. Boom. 6 guys is all you need. I mean, 9 guys is better. I mean, I would say if you could fit an entire platoon of worth of efficiency and, like, functionality into 9 guys, that's probably the best model. But trying to do that with 6 guys and make a squad into 6 guys is pretty reasonable because the squad isn't that complicated. But then a platoon, I mean, honestly, I think that having such large levels is, like, making things super overcomplicated, I feel like, because you could do it a lot more simply. You don't need to have an entire platoon. Like, you don't need to have, like, all of that. Like, everybody has their own goals and stuff. It's, like, stupid. Like, in a platoon, everybody has their own goals. Like, obviously, I mean, I don't really know much about how that entire platoon operation works, so I'm not very well versed. I'm just going to say, honestly, makes most sense to me to just do 6-man. And then, obviously, if you need to do a joint effort, it'd be 6-man and then another 6-man, or maybe multiple 6-man teams, which would be, or 6-man squads, and they divide into 3-man teams, or a machine gun team and a 4-man team, or you could have the grenadier with the machine gunners, and then have that be your support by fire. Grenadier, you could be like, oh, well, we don't need a machine gun for this mission. Let's go ahead and bring an automatic grenade launcher instead. Boom. You'd be like, everybody, okay, you two, you carry rifles. We're going to use this grenade launcher, right? We're going to deploy this at this specific point. we're setting up an ambush on this. We're gonna set up a L-shaped ambush here. We're gonna in place right here. You guys are gonna have the grenade launcher. You're just gonna blast the enemy. It's gonna be in a near ambush, except not really, because the grenade launcher can shoot like so far. What am I even doing right now? Like, we're not actually doing anything. I haven't done anything so far. I've just been running around and discussing. Oh, hey, I'm starting making steel. That's what we were doing. So we're starting to make steel again. It's good. And seeing as we're making steel, it's time to do some other stuff too. We need to do some stuff today. What I want to do primarily is going to be, I want to knock out some stuff. Today. We just finished oil, and we really need to progress into shrubbidium, I think. So shrubbidium is a lot of uranium ore. But that would be the next big goal. Or the RBM. What about PWR? Have we looked into every single option available at this moment in time? PWR is actually not that expensive. A lot cheaper than the RBMK of old. I hate the RBMK for no reason, actually. I could build this, though. I could definitely build one. The thing is, neutron absorber. Neutron absorber. Jimmy Neutron. We need to set up a nuclear plant for that. We need to finish stuff. Did I say we're finished? Did I say I'm finished? No. It's okay. I'm trying to think of more diabolical things. Like evil schemes for the future. Evil schemes. What I mean by evil schemes is just stupid punishments to come up with. I've already thought of one called the Necklace of Pain. It's brilliant. You just give somebody a necklace that is made of bolts, and then you just make them wear it. Maybe make them do a plank for a little bit with it. See how they feel afterwards. It will be the ultimate weapon of all time. By weapon, I mean it doesn't cause any harm intentionally. The only point is to teach, to supply guidance, instill discipline. It's the entire purpose. It sounds dumb. Sounds dumb. But I like big words like that. They make a lot of sense. Guidance and discipline. Actually, that's something I was thinking about. I was like, direction, guidance, instruction. They're all three different words, but if you really think about it, all three of them have like unique usages. Like, you can't just be like, I'm seeking you can be like, I'm seeking guidance about this. That's a sentence. But if you were to say, I'm supplying directive, that doesn't make any sense. Giving directive, giving direction, supplying direction kind of makes some sense. I don't know, it really doesn't even matter. I don't see why I even care. Hey. Someday, though, I will get to use all the knowledge I'm creating now for some future diabolical plan. AKA the plan of all time. Somebody is going to lunge to the hospital. It's going to happen. But I shouldn't say things like that because then it will never happen. The potential for it to happen significantly decreases the more I come up with these schemes. Now, these are just stone bricks without anything in the middle. Who made this? This is the dumbest stone brick of all time. It's okay. It's fine. It's acceptable. We have plenty of time. Oh. Make somebody do burpees until you throw up. That's a great one. It's a great punishment. Not that anybody has done any of these ever. These are just my own personal creations. Actually, I even came up with some that are actually designed for the intent of just completely making somebody suffer. Well, I think they're all designed with that intent, but when I mean suffer, I mean like actually perish. That is actually, that is beyond reasonable. Those are like the worst kind. But it's like an eye for an eye, a tooth for a tooth. Like, you can't just be like, oh hey, your pocket's unbuttoned, and then make somebody just die. Unless it's like the 30th time. But at that point, if it's the 30th time and they haven't learned, I think it's paperwork time. I think it's like, you guys start doing paperwork at that point. Because at a certain point, like, there's certain people who like, well, it doesn't get in their head. Doesn't get in their head. Keywords on does not get in their head. Because there's people who just don't think the same. Like, they're not smart. They don't care. They're just garbage. Like, those are the type of people I hate. Hate those people. They're like, oh yeah, it's okay for me to do this thing. It's okay to be wrong. It's okay. But also differing opinions exist, which is like, yeah, I mean, like you kind of have to have diversity, but like also isn't diversity creating different opinions, and like the goal is to have one unified force? It's like kind of difficult to create a bond, I think, between people that actually is going to be unifying. I mean, beyond just, oh, we work together, or oh, we do this together. I mean, obviously those are, like, if I work with somebody, I would probably die for that person. I wouldn't care. Like, if I was like, oh my god, this guy I need to help him. If I cared enough, would do it. But sometimes, just don't care enough. I'm like, oh my gosh. Actually, a good example. There was this guy who I saw do the wrong thing, and I was like, dude, you should go back and change because you're not in uniform. You're not supposed to be here when you're not in uniform. Because I know the right answer. I told that guy to go do that. Boom. I don't know what happened if he actually listened, but I'm pretty sure he's dumb enough that he probably listened. Which is, I hope he did, for his sake. But I was too busy to care, so I just don't really care. Should not have to care about that. Like, it's really stupid. They make the same mistakes over and over again. It's always been this way. Why is it always going to be the same thing? Just make the same mistakes over and over again. Like, it bothers me when I see people make mistakes, even people I don't even know. Like, I saw a guy just drop a tray, like a styrofoam tray on the ground, and I was like, why is he dropping it there? He's just walking away. Well, it's empty. Why are you destroying this? It bothers me the most. It's not even my opinion, but somebody else made me have this opinion. I hate when people destroy the environment. It's disgusting. For two reasons. Number one, you're giving away your location. And number two, you're destroying my environment. It's not just your environment, it's our environment. Okay? Because we all go outside. It's not like it's a public place, you know? You shouldn't be just... It's like vandalism at that point. It's like what it is. Littering is basically vandalism, which is... I mean, some people might have a different opinion of this, but for me personally, I see that and I think to myself, man, I would love to be just absolutely suffering when somebody super important comes along and finds this and goes, how about we make these guys stay at work late so they can clean up all the trash? Because that would realistically be what happens. Somebody important will be walking along and they'll be like, what's wrong with this place? What's wrong with this place? Ah, I see some trash. So they like to litter. And then boom, next thing you know, you're going to be cleaning until 2200. Everybody. See, it's not just one person gets messed up. It's like the entire group, which is... when you realize that it's got some pretty big implications, it's like, okay, yeah, I need to make sure this guy doesn't cause me too many issues. Which is why there was a certain point where I was just like I was just walking around one time, just looking for people to do the wrong thing. And that was at a specific place. I'm not privy to mention the name here at this time. Maybe at some point, but not right now. If you know me in person, you can ask me. I can tell you the stories all over again in a completely different way with more information. But I try to exclude as much information that can make it super identifying. And that way, nobody can actually know anything that they're not supposed to know. So, try to exclude as much of that as I can. But there was this one time where I was just walking around and looking for somebody who was like doing the wrong thing, because we were in a place where like, oh, you couldn't drink alcohol, right? They found alcohol a couple weeks prior, like in my first week there, and I was like, okay, I see how this place is. It's actually the worst place of all time. Welcome to hell. Episode 10, Danny Powell. Is this an answer for the HCAT? I don't really want to try to do the HCAT again. HCAT, please no, thank you. No more HCAT, please, Mr. Bobcat. The hidden cat. But anyway, as I was saying, I would just look for people doing the wrong thing, because I would be like, oh, hey, I found this guy doing the wrong thing. That's what I was planning to do. I was going to be like, hey, I found this guy doing the wrong thing. Hey, I found this guy doing the wrong thing. We'd get new people, and I'd be like looking around. I'd be looking around. And then eventually I was like, man, I only got like a few days left. We got a few people showed up, and I was like, all right, we got some people. I don't even care anymore, because if they mess up, it's on them at this point. I should have realized that I still had like enough time left that something stupid would happen. I wasn't doing my job with enough due diligence to actually notice some of the stupidity that unveiled, because it unveiled pretty rapidly, and ended up with me buddy carrying a guy through a parking lot for like 3 kilometers? No, I want to say miles. I'll use miles because I'm pretty sure they measured the distance in miles. They were like, because it was a typical route, we'd just carry bunk beds through the parking lot in miles, and I was like, oh, yes, bunk bed, 3 miles. That sucks, but it's not hard. I say that after the fact, even though it was hard in the moment. It was hard. Okay, never mind. I take that back. It's actually stupidly difficult to carry one of those solid metal bunk frames with 50-pound duffel bags, which was the thing, because they were like, oh, we want to do pill PT. The class leader was like, all right, we want to do pill PT, and so the next thing you know, oh, we're just doing duffel bags through the parking lot, which was absolutely brilliant. And I was like, man, thank you so much, because I didn't want to do that. I just wanted to get out of there. I just wanted to get the heck out of there, because I did not realize at the time that place was the place I was in before that place was actually heaven. It was the place of all time. And, if I had continued there, I probably would have made it somewhere good. Probably would have made it pretty far. I'm not saying that I haven't made it pretty far. I'm making it far right now. I'm actually probably going to very much excel, especially with my new goal. My new goal is to set the world record for completely demolishing the PT test. I will get 6 billion on it. There will be no doubt that I'm capable of doing something incredible. And then I will go do something incredible. Boom. And when I do something incredible, get the heck out of this place. This is not a place you want to be. You do not want to be in this place for more than 5 minutes. But that's okay, because motivation comes in many forms. The best form is the form that you just hate it. AKA, I just hate this place, and I'm done with it. I'm done with its stupidity. That's the answer to being motivated. Like, let's say you hate your job, right? You want to become good at it. In the civilian world, what are you going to do? Just do more extra work? All they're going to do is exploit it. It's the civilian world. Here, if you start working extra hard, they will be like, oh wow, look at this guy doing extra work. He's working harder. He's outperforming. Like, but in the civilian world, you go do a job and it's gonna be like, oh, hang on. Oh, this guy's just, oh, he's doing more work? Perfect. Put him in the gulag. Literally, that's what it is. That's all it is. Just one big gulag. It's the way to go. Keep people in the place where they're like, okay, it's okay. I'll get up there eventually. I'll be a manager someday. And then next thing you know, 15 years later, they are still working. They've been to 5 different jobs. They are still the lowest pin in the company that they work for. That's sad. That's sad right there. But I know I'm in a place where I can just climb to heaven. It's a nice ladder, and I might be pretty good at climbing it. Maybe. If I get the opportunity. If I can really prove myself at my job. I mean, I would say I'm very competent at my job. But that's what I would say. It's not necessarily what everybody else may say. Although I'm pretty sure everybody sees that I'm pretty competent at my job. And also, I like to be as loud as possible. Here's another advice. See, to really be good at something, to really be the best at your job, be the loudest. You know, like, that doesn't work in the civilian sector necessarily because, oh, if you're just loud, this guy's loud, the manager will get on you probably. I don't know. But you will definitely get noticed. Being loud is super useful, in my opinion. The loudest guy is probably doing his job the best. Probably going to be the most confident, most loudest. Probably going to be the most successful. I like that. Like a loud person. And it's not something you can just be like, oh yeah, I'm loud, and just start yelling. No, it's kind of an acquired skill. Some people are good at it, but I mean, it's not hard to be loud. If you practice a little bit, you can be loud as well. I'm pretty loud right now, but I'm not making the room thunder like I would usually do. I mean, like when I'm at work, and I'm just like, oh, this guy has his PC on indoors. This is my friend with his PC on indoors. It's okay, I'll just yell at him because I really don't like him that much still. Because he's doing stupid dumbness, and I don't like stupid dumbness. I hate it, and I also hate to hang out with people who conduct stupid dumbness because those are the type of people who you get in trouble with. And me personally, I'm not the type of guy to spend my time getting into trouble with other people helping me do so. That's really ridiculous, and by far the most stupid way to go. See, there's an intelligent method of doing things called distance yourself from others who do the wrong thing, right? Because If you're hanging out with people doing the wrong thing, you might as well be doing the wrong thing yourself, because you probably know the right answer. But if you don't know the right answer, there's no shame to it. You'll just have to pay for the consequences being with those people. And see, that's basic information right there. But I realized eventually that I was like, well, you see, there's this thing I was once told called that, what I just explained to you, where if you hang out with the wrong people, you get tied up in their stupidness. And I was like, maybe I should just apply that to my life, and then things will help, kind of. And so I just started distancing myself from people who do the wrong thing. But it didn't really help at all. Because it doesn't matter if I distance myself, because it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter at all. See, no matter how much I distance myself, I'm still in the same group. It doesn't matter. But, see, that is the effective strategy, I would say, to keep yourself from getting into stupid dumbness, is to keep yourself distanced, not by like, being in a different side of the room, but being in a completely different place, doing a completely different thing at a completely different time. AKA, this is called go do a detail. Go do any detail possible. It will get you away from a lot of things. This is very common advice. You hate your job? You hate doing it day to day? Good. I have the answer. Volunteer to go do some dumb stuff that's not actually dumb. Like, sit at a desk for X number of hours. Go pull security on some garbage bags for a few hours. That might sound stupid, but as long as you can get somebody to endorse that and say, oh yeah, can you watch this for a few hours? Perfect. You're in heaven then, because now you're outside of the dumbness that's happening. In other words, to escape dumbness, simply put, go do details. Volunteer for stuff. Because, volunteering has its benefits, but I don't care about the other benefits. I only care about the fact that I don't have to do something that's really basic and simple that you can do super simply in your dreams, right? Okay. You can do it in your dreams, right? And then have to do that 6,000 times in one day. Do it so much that you get mental whiplash from how many times you do it. Because that's counterproductive. It's counterintuitive. The whole point is to get better at something, not to get mental whiplash from doing it. Like, yes, if you're working out to, work on a muscle group, you want to get that thing sore. You don't do that with your mind. The second your mind is sore, your learning potential shoots downwards. It's like an exponential decrease because it's parabolic. There's a certain point where you've hit a peak of how much you can learn, okay? Let's bring out the graph. Okay, we made the oil one yesterday, but I'll make a new one today. Hold on. Time to make the graph so I can actually explain this curve that I'm talking about. It's going to be amazing. So there's a curve. There's a shit. What the fuck? Come on, man. Come on. Okay. So anyway, we have this graph, which is really nice. And on this graph, we have what is called a parabola, which looks like this. And at the center of the parabola, fuck. The center of the parabola, right? The center of the parabola. Let me see if it's actually recording right now. But at the center of the parabola, you have Jesus Christ, dude. How the heck do you do this? How the heck do you do this? Okay. So at the center of this parabola, we have what I like to call this here. This is what is called a zenith or an apex. You can zenith if you're doing rockets, apex if you're doing, I don't know, most things. Apex, climax if you're talking about a book. These all describe what this is, but it's the highest point in a trajectory, which is what this basically represents. This can represent a bullet, this can represent anything. And so, with this wonderful graph right here and all of this nerd stuff, what I can say to you is that at this point here, this, we will say, is the most value, aka the biggest number in numeric terms. It's the largest quantity. Now, if we now put on the graph the wonderful information for the x and y. So for my y, we will have the time, and for my x, I will have amount retained. Okay, so for my x is amount retained. Now, here's how this graph looks. Except, I would like to say that there's probably a little bit of nuance to this, to where it could be more like this, where it's more like a steep incline, decrease from that zenith, or that it is. Jesus Christ, man! How the heck do we not get this right? I should have learned. Okay, this is really simple, but you just go like this, and then do that, where it's a exponential drop right at this point, which could be like what? I don't even know. X amount retained, like maybe like five things. Let's say this would be for somebody really stupid, but this should be like, in theory, this would be like 5. I think 5 things. Like if you're really learning, you're only focusing on like at least a few things. You're not really getting much. So let's say that at your climax, you've learned 5 things, right? And at your time spent is like what? 1 hour. 1 hour a day, a little bit makes a difference, obviously. But if you spend 30 minutes, you don't hit your zenith, your climax, right there. Because this is not where your climax is. Your climax is up here. You want to hit the climax. But you don't want to go past it, because then you've only learned 2 things. And if you've only learned 2 things, you haven't really achieved anything. But for some people, the curve might look like this. Where it's not exponential and it just keeps going up. Or maybe it doesn't look like that. It can look like a lot of things, I feel like. But in my personal opinion, it probably looks something like you hit your climax, and then you either have an exponential or you have the alternative, which is non-exponential, more of an oblique curve that goes out this way. But understanding this information, like, is pretty nice to know. But this is like, what does this have to do with HBM mod? Why am I even talking about this? I'm going into too much nerd stuff. But you see, 1 hour and you've learned 5 things, but 2 hours you've learned no things. But I mean, obviously here, you've still retained 5 things, but you're still not gaining much information, because at this point, you've spent how many hours? How many hours have you spent at this point? Well, this means you haven't just learned 5 things, you've learned, like, what, 7 things? And then this one was like, oh, well, you've learned 5 things, but you're not learning more. See, this curve here represents I've learned 6, but I'm not learning more than 6. No more than 7. And it, but how does this needs to be time. Okay, hold on. This graph is wrong. This graph is actually wrong. Time, and then the amount retained, and then redo every single graphic needs to be redone so it makes a little bit more sense. I got it backwards because I got confused, but basically it already makes sense. So we already know that, oh well, at 1 hour, which is this point here, we've learned 5 things, okay? But we're not learning more than that. That's why this is so important in learning. Like, you can't just teach somebody and not know how that learning works. You gotta understand that. I think there's a lot of details to it that people do not understand. Like, you just, and this goes back to my spiel about like the quality of like people, making higher quality units, high quality troops. I think all spurs around just teaching better, teach more good. But that's out of the scope of that. I'm gonna have to go for a second.
I got the forks. Holy shit. Shut up. You said you hold up? Yeah. Why not? No way. I love pop-ons too. I gave you that. Shit. No, I'm sorry. Is your door not closed?
No, because my roommate's key card not working.
And I went to the building, and apparently they're closed because the government shut down.
What?
The building that does the key card is closed because the government shut down.
Man, that's so stupid.
That's weird, but we don't shut down.
Fucking stupid.
Yeah, we gotta work 24 hours. We gotta go to Gunner.
Hey, I'm not doing my best.
No, I'm not either.
I already keep one on the fucking thing.
I'm shitbagging, man. At work, I shitbag, but now I'm actually
You're a
shitbagging.
supply specialist, bro. You do shit that.
What am I gonna do now? I love this place so much. don't even remember moving my laundry to the dryer, and it's already there. It's amazing.
Kenny, you like me in person?
Everybody is.
Mm-hmm. Oh, what was I gonna do? We need to demolish a building there. And we need to put a roof on that one. Really just building stuff. Can do auto oh yes. Auto smelter on that.
Hey, Beth, I need a beat. Calm down, bro. No, I don't even have a face. You want that face talk? Is your room coming in? Was he just angry at me? I need a beat. Or like, where's that at? Bro, you have a beanie in your room, bro? I just need a PC one. You ain't gonna cover my dome beats, man. You got no beat. You got a PC either? Where's the PC at?
This is nice. Okay, so I now have instant supply of bricks. It's good. I have 70 minutes left before I can go get my laundry. But it's fine. 70 minutes is okay. 70 minutes is, oh, that's a lot of time actually. It's so much longer than 30 seconds. You have 15 seconds to go drink water. One. Or no. Oh, it's crazy. I heard somebody get smoked today, and they had 15 seconds to go take up for a water break. It was like 14, 13, just counting down. I was like, dang, it's pretty tough. I like that. It's one I'm gonna put in my playbook. The ultimate playbook of carrying too much. Is it carrying too much? I don't know. I think this was built using common sense, but I can't tell. I don't remember how the heck I built it. Ah! Government shut down. Stupid stuff. Just doing some basic building stuff. This is painful to build. You know how difficult I made this to build? How difficult did I make this to build? So difficult. So difficult! Why? It didn't need to be so hard. It could have been so easy if you just tried a little bit. Try to make your building easier. What the heck? We're finally finishing some buildings. This is good stuff. If you don't know what to do, finish buildings. That's what you need to do if you don't know what to do. Finish the buildings. Finish them now. It's good. Good to finish buildings.
Hey, yo, where's Carl? He's right here. Let's go downstairs, show face. I got my noodles right here. Just be like me and Carl. I'll be like, eat my car right now. I got my chat. Huh? What? He's mopping right now. I'm mopping myself. Alright. No, I'll do this shit. Where's my fork at, bro? Okay.
I'm not putting it in the fire stuff. I mean, that shit is not actually spicy. This one, it's not actually spicy. You fucking love this shit. You fucking support it. I'm gonna go work. It's so deep, bro. What? No, that was one time. Ow. It's like a pork sauce or whatever.
Where's my fork go? It just disappeared out of my
It's
mouth.
right here, so.
All right, we need more. We need more nether brick. That's what we need more of. More nether brick. Just AoE. Alt. AoE 1, AoE 2. 2 do double the AoE. Holy shit, dude. 4 stacks in 30 seconds. Nice. Nice. Nice, dude. That's what we're after. One, two, three. How's the radium doing? Radium's okay. The radium is okay, but it could be better if it was done much quicker. The roof looks okay. Looks acceptable to standard. Just needs to be finished. That's all it needs. Oh, and the wall. Wall 2 needs to be done. Alright, put in some dirt in here. Dirt, boom, boom. Dang. Alright, so we're just building the roof, really. That's all we're doing. Need to make the roof and then continue with the rest. I gotta fix the roof because it looks stupid on this side. It looks dumb. How the fuck do you mess up a fucking roof? What the fuck? Too easy. To build. Dang. It's crazy. It's crazy. It's nice. This works. This works pretty good. Just gotta set it up. Works pretty good. Okay. We can probably tear out the dirt in that building. And then we also need to find out what building block I used. Need to find what I used for that building. I think it was this. And some of these. Some kind. I don't remember which one. Probably blue. No, they're Chernobyl plans. 3 Mile Island. Ooh la la. Doing a really quiet episode today, I guess. Really don't have much to talk about right now. Don't really want to talk right now anyway. Don't want to draw too much attention to myself. This time, no attention shall be drawn. We are just doing silent building. We started off loud, but it's okay. Silence, silence, silence. This is good. It's going along nicely. And then we have to tear down that building and fix the roof on this one. Which means I have to deforest quite a lot of space. And then we can install doors, potentially. I see us doing that. That would be a solid idea. Install doors on the building. New doors. Yeah. Doors would be a great idea. Tomorrow is the last day of the week. What? That is awesome for me. Tomorrow is the last day of the week. And then I get to work on Sunday. But that's not bad because then I'll get Tuesday off. Which would be nice to have Tuesday and Monday off. But you know what's going to happen is they're going to be like, oh, we need you. We need you on Tuesday. Even though we said you're getting Tuesday off. Wasn't we though, it was just one person who said that to me. I was like, dang, that's awesome. But I'm still gonna do it even if I won't let them take Tuesday. Won't let that happen. Be completely backwards to do it. Doing it. I'm gonna do it backwards. Still get my Tuesday off if I can possibly worm my way into it. Well, I thought I was getting Tuesday off. So that's why selflessness, right? It's important. It's a skill. It's very important. To be selfless is to do the right thing. What the heck? How the heck am I supposed to put these into place if you can't even place a door on the thing to begin with? Alright, and then we just do wooden planks. Ding, 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 ding. Then we take a hammer. We can use a hammer. Nice. To the next door. Reverse it. No. Nice. Cool. We have doors. We have a roof. This is a base. It's really bright inside of it too because the wall is made of slabs, so you don't even have to worry about lighting during the day, at least. It's amazing. So that's great feature. Great improvement from the last base. There's the hole right there. That's how we do things now. That's cool. It's cool. Alright, we just gotta plug in this and this. Should be good. And then have the wall over here cleared out. There's too much dirt on it. Too much dirt on it. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and go check Okay, so when we're working on the roof over here, we need to basically just do slabs the entire thing. It's mostly just all slab work. And it's really simple, which makes it absolutely beautiful to do. By the way, thank you for coming to watch. Today is just a building episode. Or well, tomorrow morning we'll actually be doing more stuff once I figure out what I want to do next. I think we want to do the PWR next, but I can't focus on that at this time. So, tomorrow morning, hopefully today goes to plan, and I achieve my goal of being asleep by 8:30. It's the goal. 8:30. That means I'll have to crunch all of the stuff I need to do, so that way I can be ready tomorrow in like 30 seconds. Well, basically 15 minutes. It should take me 15 minutes to shower tomorrow. 15 minutes to... By shower, I mean after I start off my day. Like, before I go to breakfast, I shower, so... It should take me 15 minutes to shower, change, shave, and brush my teeth. Well, not in that order. Brush teeth, shave, shower, because it's hard to shave when your face is wet, because that just clogs up the razor, so... And then... Yeah. Should take me that much time. Shouldn't take any time at all. And as far as... should take me just 15 minutes to get ready tomorrow. That's all it needs. So the way I do that is by preparing all my stuff in advance. I'll have everything ready to go. That reminds me, I do have other stuff to prepare, so I should probably just get started preparing all my equipment for tomorrow. All my stuff, so I can be ready, and I can just be like, oh, 15 minutes, got it, going. Then I'll be ready. And like when I get up in the morning, I'm already ready because I'm just already dressed. So like I don't have to do anything. That's all I have to do in the morning before I can even go to work. Let's get dressed. All I have to do is put on shoes and I'm ready to go. But I also do other things. I'll be like, all right, so I'm gonna brush my teeth. Gonna take care of sweeping, mopping. Mopping should be an end of the day task. I like to have 2 cleaning tasks a day, so like I'll split up what is going to be done when, so I can get a little bit of that done in there as well, so that way it stays nice and by far super pristine. Able to knock down tasks. One little task at a time is better than doing like 10 tasks in one sitting, I would say. To get them done that way is the most optimal way of doing so. However, if I have to get them done, if I don't have a choice like that, it could go any way, doesn't matter. This is not how you build this section. It needs to be built like this. Once we get this roof done, I'm gonna go say I'm good to go for today. And then, that should be the primary goal, is getting a little bit of this roof done, because I know I'm not gonna finish this in one sitting. This roof is so massive, and it's got a lot of work that needs to be done. We're gonna just try to get this done, maybe get the other side done. Look at how big this is. Oh my goodness. This spans for kilometers almost. Well, if we can get this quadrant done and the other quadrant done, then we can start working on lighting up the places, and then so that way it doesn't become just a mob farm if we ever need to go to a higher level, higher difficulty. Oh, but it's almost done here. This is good. This is good. It shows that I was working on it at some point. But it's also not the same as it is over on this side, I don't think. Or maybe it is and I just don't know, but I really can't recognize this shape that it makes on the side. Alright, let's go ahead and mark out each layer that it goes up a block. So it goes up a block here, but I can't actually get to that one. Unless I go like this, then I can do one of these. Build it across. Boom. Problem solving. Okay, we can do that again. Do it again. Boom, 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 and across. Oh, hey, we don't need to do that for this side. It's already connected. Could have just used the wall. You don't need to keep doing the same stupid problem-solving technique on each section when it doesn't need it. That is a little bit over the top for what is required. We're probably going to run out of wood planks before I get to complete the entire roof. So we can head and get more, or I could go ahead and pursue my other tasks I want to pursue. But I should be in bed by 8:30. That's my goal. My goal is to be asleep by 8:30. It is currently 7:54 p.m. Or, in other words, 1954. So, I'm not used to converting that into the military time or vice versa, because I don't usually do that. It's either one or the other. It's either, oh, it's 1900, or oh, it's 7 p.m. It's one meaning. It's one meaning or the other. It doesn't matter, because I'm used to both times. So like I could be like, oh, well, it's 1900, but then like you won't know, oh, well, that's oh, it's this time in my time. It's this time. I don't know. 24-hour clock is amazing. Nice. And we have a little bit more so we could get started in this section. And we have a little bit more time, too. 5 minutes. 5 minutes. We have 5 minutes. It's amazing. Oh. Okay, I have enough. I have enough time. 5 minutes. More than enough time. To just shovel down some wood planks on this building. And then I should be good. Alright, I'm good. Nice. I'll be back maybe in 30 seconds. missions accomplished. And we have 4 minutes left. No, 2 minutes. 2 minutes. 2 minutes. Guys. 2 minutes. I have to start writing that book. I think that's what I'm gonna do before I go to bed. I'm gonna call it Wells. Oh, that's not my name. Ah, this is not my name. Well, at least it's the world's most common last name. It's literally the world's most. Nobody will know who I am because it's the world's most common last name. So amazing, so uncommon. But anyway, I'm gonna call it my book of my guide to effective leading. Which makes no sense at all. How would I even know that information? Well, because I watched it from below. Watch from below and see above. You will understand all wise words said by me and nobody else. Well, probably somebody else can say those words, but I said them first and claimed to say them first. And it doesn't matter if you have actually said them first, because I claim to have said them first. Therefore, I have actually, as long as I can do so confidently, therefore it means I have claimed to say them first. Because confidence, at the end of the day, if I'm more confident than you are, then yes, I have said the words first. Confidence is the only thing that matters. Not if I actually have said those words first, but if I am confident that I said the words first. Anyway. My guide will be very awesome, and we'll go over basic concepts to inflict maximum discipline. Well, that will be one section. It'll be called discipline. How to discipline. And then the next section can be how to, like, other stuff. How to do this, how to do that, how to effectively do this. But in the discipline section, it's going to be just a catalog of different types of punishments. Different effective punishments. That's where it's at. Is like, okay, in this section I can refer to section A. I can refer to section refer to section Bravo 2, and in Bravo 2 it says, oh, Bravo 2.1 section says, oh yes, right here we have the wonderful words 5 billion lunges, and then boom. And then I can also add ratings in, like difficulty levels, and also effectiveness levels and notes. That would be brilliant. This is too nerdy. This is not the way that would be done. I mean, it would just be put in a book and then forget about it. Okay, here's what this would be. Here's this one. Nobody would even put it in a book. You just memorize the stuff. But no, I want to be able to reference it for later. Be like, okay, section alpha contains all of the quotes you need to give somebody psychological terror. Oh, section Bravo contains all of the techniques you need to do to effectively supply discipline. Section Charlie contains all of the different meanings of words and how to be an effective speaker. Section Delta contains how to something, I don't know. But basically it would be the blueprint for how to be successful. The blueprint of how to succeed is what I'm going to call it. I think I'm going to start working on that tonight. Thank you all for watching, and I'm going to go work on my project. Goodbye. Ha 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 ha.